Other F Words, hosted by 104.5 The Zone Zach Lyons, an authentic podcast that also makes analytics fun. Crack open a beer and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and also available on the 104.5 The Zone app.
Started it, and he must get these hands. That's how it goes. Those are the rules, Will.
You played it for 11 years and 4 in Knoxville as well, so you know a thing or two about trash talk on the football field, how these things
do it. I embrace
Ramon and Will, Monday from 6 to 10 a.m. on 104.5 The Zone.
Fellas, are you or your spouse looking to lose weight in time for the summer? Head over to Low T Center for prescription weight loss treatment options, including semaglutide. If you qualify for treatment, you can get a free B12 shot when you start. Offer limited. Book now at fixmylowt.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, so skip the hassle of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. It's Don Davenport. Make the most money. Move when you're ready with their guaranteed all-cash offer. Go ahead and trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home and get the strongest cash offer in the industry. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. No obligation. 855-299-SOLD. Go to markspain.com. Get a guaranteed offer on your home and start packing. All right, you guys have heard me talk about Zen Sport. Well, how about the major upgrade? It is now turning into VIP Play. They will offer 200 leagues to wager on, all of your favorite bet types, and you've obviously heard Live Now Bet, but you have not experienced Live Always. Like VIP Play will be. Bet assured in Tennessee with a VIP guarantee. With VIP Play, everyone plays like a VIP, so 24/7 customer support from real people. You can earn entries into the Players Club, so much more. Get ready to go ahead and claim your VIP Play welcome bonus when you make your first bet on this new and improved app of $5 or more. You'll get $100 in bonus bets instantly. DawnTN is your code. Head to VIPPlayApp.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789. Got to be 21 and older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Lee Company, with their vast fleet of 900 vehicles, are ready to address your HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and general maintenance needs. Learn more at LeeCompany.com. Lee Company, all you need. That's online at LeeCompany.com.
This Sunday at 5 p.m., tune into the Peptide Power Hour, brought to you by Edge Peptide Therapy and Hormones. Hear all about how peptide therapy can help you get your edge back by treating things like weight loss, muscle recovery, anti-aging, and more. Only on Super Talk 99.7.
Guys, are you or your spouse looking to lose weight in time for summer? Head over to Low T Center for prescription weight loss treatment options, including semaglutide. If you qualify for treatment, you can get a free B12 shot when you start. Offer limited. Book now at fixmylowt.com.
Lake lovers, listen up. Tennessee National, a highly anticipated lakefront resort golf and marina community, is having a spring sales event, releasing a limited number of lake lots to the public with upgrades and savings. One day only, Saturday, April 26th. You can get a cottage package with boat slip from $379,900. You can get a lake lot with a covered boat slip from $64,900. First time ever, fully furnished lakefront townhomes. 10 miles of walking trails, 3.5 miles of shoreline, a brand new 26,000 square foot clubhouse, waterfront concerts overlooking a beautiful lake, pickleball, pools, on-site coffee shop, and much more. Play on the lake or simply relax at the waterfront restaurant, just over 20 minutes from Knoxville, Tennessee. Financing is available. Enjoy life on the water, fresh air boat rides, and sunshine. Celebrate the lake life and make memories. This limited property release, Saturday, April 26th. Visit TennesseeNational.com, or better yet, give us a call, 865-408-9992 to secure your private tour. Memories begin here.
National Soccer Club falls in San Diego tonight. We had said the final was 1-0 in favor of San Diego. MLS's official website is giving Anders Dreyer that last goal at the death and calling it a 2-0 victory, which would have Dreyer with not just an assist, but a goal and an assist on the season in his MVP campaign. I don't know. Apple TV is showing a 1-0 final. MLSsoccer.com is showing a 2-0 final. Either way, Nashville takes no points out of the fixture, and they fall tonight on the West Coast, picking up their 6th loss of the season. They are currently 3rd in the Live Eastern Conference table. As we look at tonight's numbers, awaiting B.J. Callahan's meeting with the media, San Diego with 59% of the ball, outshooting Nashville 10-7, 4 shots on target to Nashville's 3, each team with a pair of corner kicks. Nashville committing 19 fouls, San Diego committing 12, but in the end, Eddie, as you said, Nashville's best moments came after conceding that Chucky Lozano goal in the 53rd minute, but just not good enough in terms of bringing those phases of play together.
Yeah, certainly. Again, a lot to for Nashville and B.J. Callahan's coaching staff. It gives them an opportunity now, 2 weeks, get re-energized, revitalize, anything that you have to do, because you can see at moments too, fatigue from certain players. Tonight it was not the Sam Surridge that we're accustomed to see, and you can see he's been playing a lot of minutes, and the same thing, the lack of spark at times. But again, when you go back and you look at the body of work of 90 minutes, there were some good moments from Nash, especially after the goal. Certainly, I like what I saw from Schafferberg in terms of the intent, how intentional he was, and to try to get behind, just didn't find him enough. And it was Brugman who actually decided to really reward those runs for some of those pinpoint, very nice, accurate passes over the top. And the goal, the goal comes out of an absolute, and we can say how unlucky, but we get caught in transition, right? Nashville gets caught in transition. They're not prepared for the giveaway. It's almost like players kind of now are transitioning from defense to offense, and then that within a second or two, there's a turnover, and the next thing now you're chasing, and they find a Chucky Lozano wide open for a good shot, a good goal, a good performance by him tonight, and not enough. And Nashville now go back to the drawing board. They're in a great spot and got to find all the positives, but got to clean things up for sure.
Yeah, busy month of July comes to an end. 6 matches, some midweek turnarounds, the All-Star game mixed in. They do have the friendly next Saturday against Aston Villa at Geodis Park, but in terms of league play, 2 weeks off before heading down the final stretch of 9 games and looking towards the MLS Cup playoffs. As we await B.J. Callahan and his post-match meeting and his comments after this loss in San Diego, let's take a quick look around Major League Soccer, brought to you by Geodis, a leading global logistics provider powering the supply chains of some of the world's most well-known and beloved brands. Earlier today, Montreal got the better of New England on the road, 3-1. Both of those teams below the playoff line in the East. And Alonso Martinez hat-trick spurred NYCFC past FC Dallas on the road in a shootout, 4-3. The final score, Orlando City winning in comeback fashion, scoring goals in the 76th, 79th, and 96th minute of stoppage time with a 3-1 win over Columbus Crew. That keeps Columbus from jumping Nashville in the Eastern Conference standings. So Orlando doing the boys in gold a favor there. And Portland defeating LAFC 1-0. The Houston-LA Galaxy game has been delayed today. Tomorrow, a big game in Miami as Inter Miami host FC Cincinnati. The Supporters Shield leaders going to South Beach, who will be without Lionel Messi and Jordi Alba, suspended for that game due to their absence from the MLS All-Star game on Wednesday, and what has been a hotly debated topic in Major League Soccer. At 6:30 tomorrow, Atlanta United will host Seattle Sounders, and Charlotte will host Toronto in the Eastern Conference. DC United, playing host to Austin, Colorado Rapids, will head to Philadelphia Union. Meanwhile, at 7:30 tomorrow, New York Red Bulls taking on Chicago. St. Louis and Minnesota face off, and at 8:30, Salt Lake will take on San Jose. The nightcap tomorrow will be Vancouver and Kansas City. With the America's headquarters in Brentwood, Geodis has local roots dating back over 70 years. They are friends, colleagues, neighbors, and like you, passionate supporters of Nashville SC. Visit geodis.com to learn more. We go live to B.J. Callahan meeting with the media downstairs at Snapdragon Stadium.
We were probably a little bit vulnerable in the back. It's just, San Diego's a really good team, and they attract you up. And, I thought they did a good job running behind the back line. At the end, I still think we handled it okay. With the build-up, I thought we had some good possessions that we were able to kind of get ourselves in there when we were able to switch the ball. But I thought we had to be a little bit more balanced, both on the left and going from left and right.
And then I wanted to ask if there was that challenge on Hani at one point, and on the broadcast at least, they were calling for a penalty, and it looked like there might be something to it. Did you ever kind of hear what the explanation was or why it didn't go to review?
I don't know. No, all I heard that it was check complete. So that's pretty much all the information that we get. I don't think I'm alone in thinking that it's a penalty.
Go ahead, Blair.
Yeah, BJ, both the center backs had yellows pretty early in the game. How do you think that affected the game? And then how did you think those yellow cards were earned?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it always, makes you a little bit hesitant when you're on yellow cards. I just thought, I thought we played with intensity tonight, and sometimes that happens. But it was, it's a good learning lesson for us to know how to get to that point. I mean, this was like a playoff atmosphere tonight in the stadium, a really good team versus San Diego. And, we'll learn to kind of play to the edge, but not over the edge.
You also maybe struggled a little bit early on to get going, creating chances or substantial chances. But later on, it kind of opened up a little bit. Where do you think the downfall was in attack and not being able to create as much as you usually do in these games?
Yeah, I thought for us, we weren't able to get the ball from right to left and left to right. We were a little bit too getting stuck on one side. I think once we were able to sort of readjust and get our positions better, we were able to now kind of be more balanced, and then that opened things up for us to be able to play through them and play behind them.
Clay and I see you joined. Go ahead if you have any questions. And Ben, Blair, anything else? Are you guys good?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about Gaston in particular. I know kind of game state always plays a little bit of a role in this, but it felt like he had one of his better showings and kind of opened up things. What did you see from him, and what do you think made him kind of able to find those entry passes that maybe had been lacking before?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's exactly what he does. He's an unbelievable forward passer, whether it's breaking lines or playing the ball in behind. So I thought when he came in, he was able to get himself on the ball, able to kind of control the tempo a little bit, and then we got a higher volume of runs and almost had a couple of chances there towards the end. So that is obviously one of his many what I would say skill sets. And what we ask those guys to come on the field as solutions is to elevate the game, and to obviously they're being put on to do a role, and I thought he did a really good job tonight.
That is Nashville manager B.J. Callahan after what some are calling a 1-0 loss, what some are calling a 2-0 loss in San Diego. At this point, Apple TV, ESPN have it as 1-0, MLSsoccer.com, various other sites have it as 2-0 with that Anders Dreyer goal at the very death. So we'll see. Either way, Nashville takes no points on the West Coast. And when we come back, highlights, and we wrap things up on the C Spire postgame show. This is Nashville Soccer Club on 104.5 The Zone.
Cover 2 with Blaine Bishop and Zach Lyons.
Well, we're going to speak on Femi Oladejo, Kevin Winston Jr., Aya Manor, Gunnar Helm, and Chimere DK with this Cover 2 with Blaine Bishop and Zach Lyons. Got all those names right, but not mine.
Cover 2, Monday from 1 to 3 on 104.5 The Zone.
Lake lovers, listen up. Tennessee National, a highly anticipated lakefront resort golf and marina community, is having a spring sales event, releasing a limited number of lake lots to the public with upgrades and savings. One day only, Saturday, April 26th. You can get a cottage package with boat slip from $379,900. You can get a lake lot with a covered boat slip from $64,900. First time ever, fully furnished lakefront townhomes. 10 miles of walking trails, 3.5 miles of shoreline, a brand new 26,000 square foot clubhouse, waterfront concerts overlooking a beautiful lake, pickleball, pools, on-site coffee shop, and much more. Play on the lake or simply relax at the waterfront restaurant, just over 20 minutes from Knoxville, Tennessee. Financing is available. Enjoy life on the water, fresh air boat rides, and sunshine. Celebrate the lake life and make memories. This limited property release, Saturday, April 26th. Visit TennesseeNational.com, or better yet, give us a call, 865-408-9992 to secure your private tour. Memories begin here.
Elevate your home or business with Iron Rock Concrete Works, your trusted experts. From driveways and patios to decorative concrete, retaining walls, and hardscapes, our skilled team ensures top-notch craftsmanship. Call today before spring books up. 615-604-6596, 604-6596, or visit IronRockConcreteWorks.com. Mention this ad for a special discount. Get your project started today. Call Iron Rock Concrete Works, 615-604-6596, IronRockConcreteWorks.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming, so skip the hassle of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. 855-299-SOLD. Go to markspain.com, get a guaranteed offer on your home, and start packing.
Why pay more for the flooring you want when you can buy floors direct, wholesale? You see, we've eliminated the retail costs of bringing flooring to market. And now, with truckloads of our power buys arriving daily, we can sell today's most popular flooring at even lower prices. Prices no one can match. Like our 7.5-inch wide, premium engineered white oak hardwood that retails for $579 a square foot. Our price is only $329. Or check out our 12 by 24 porcelain tile power buys for only $169 a square foot. These products retail for $399. Hardwood, tile, vinyl plank, decorative tile, mosaics, we have it all. And we offer great financing plans. So come on in to see and touch America's most trusted brands. Sold direct out of our warehouse, wholesale. Or go to buyfloorsdirect.com.
Nashville Falls at San Diego FC tonight as we wrap things up on the C Spire postgame show. Along with Eddie Carvacho, I'm Lucas Panzica, getting to the highlights of tonight's fixture. But first, we remind you to go all in with the Renaissance Rewards extra checking account to get the only yellow card you deserve. Get the very best in personal banking when you choose the checking account that comes with roadside assistance, cell phone insurance, more than 450,000 shopping discounts, and a Nashville SC branded MasterCard debit card. You must have a checking account to receive a debit card. Learn more at renaissancebank.com/NSC, member FDIC. Let's take you to Snapdragon Stadium on the West Coast for tonight's action. A largely uneventful first half, a scoreless stalemate, but the scoring opened 8 minutes into the second half on a counterattack from San Diego as the two designated players, the two All-Stars, combined with Anders Dreyer teeing up Chucky Lozano in the 53rd minute. Back in business at San Diego. Left side of the box, De La Torre tries a threaded ball on the ground to the heart of the box that was intercepted and blocked by Tagsef, cleared away by Nashville. Hani picks it up at the center circle. Doesn't have any options, Hani Mukhtar. Just has to dribble it away from pressure to keep possession and just tries a long ball looking for Surridge, but intercepted easily by San Diego. Now another ball the other way into the middle of the box, and a one-time finish by Chucky Lozano is buried. And San Diego has taken a 53rd minute lead. Anders Dreyer to Chucky Lozano, the two star men for SDFC, put the home team on top. So Dreyer will line up. So that is the 16th assist of the season for Dreyer. His MLS MVP campaign continues. And for Chucky Lozano, the Mexican international, he scores his 7th goal of the year. And at that point, Nashville grew into the game a little bit. We're able to find some opportunities. Sam Surridge with a header that was saved by keeper Pablo Cisniega. Hani Mukhtar with the penalty shout on what maybe was a foul, some contact from Ian Pilcher in the box. Nothing was called, nothing was reviewed, and as you heard BJ Callahan, who thought it should have been a penalty, he was told check complete, and we hardly got a good look at it as far as the replay goes, and the game went on, but a penalty kick was won by San Diego. Just a few minutes later, Patrick Yazbek fouling in the box to set up Anders Dreyer for a penalty kick, potentially to double the lead, but Joe Willis in the 84th minute kept Nashville in it. So Dreyer will line up the penalty kick. Joe Willis has faced 3 penalties this season. He has saved one of them against Philadelphia back in mid-March. So Dreyer, MLS MVP candidate against Joe Willis, one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Approaches with the left foot. Dreyer saved by Willis. Saved, and Zimmerman comes in to clean it up. And Zimmerman's fouled from behind in the process as well. A free kick for Nashville. Joe Willis, the shot was towards the right. Willis chooses that way and keeps it 1-0. What a save by the Nashville veteran keeper. And only a minute later, Nashville had its best opportunity of the day with the ball bouncing in the box. Mukhtar trying to get there, but Pablo Cisniega coming off his line to deal with it.
Great ball. What a good ball.
Ball over the top. Mukhtar, and off his line is Cisniega. He swipes it off the foot of the former MVP. Dealt with by the San Diego keeper, and now SDFC will play out. It was a picture-perfect ball, pinged over the top to the foot of Mukhtar, but Cisniega timed his run off that line perfectly. And your final score, or at least we believe, is 1-0 San Diego. As 8 minutes of stoppage time were given, Nashville ran out with some set pieces, some balls into the box that did not come to fruition. And the final one, a long free kick from Hani Mukhtar, sailed into the box with Joe Willis as a part of the Nashville group trying to find the equalizer, and it repelled out. We believe we heard the final whistle from Drew Fisher, but Anders Dreyer kept dribbling towards an open goal, passed it in, and it looked like the goal did not count. Apple TV went with a 1-0 final, and that looked to be that. But MLSsoccer.com does have the goal counting with a 2-0 final for San Diego. If it counts, Dreyer will finish with a goal and an assist, bringing him to 12 goals and 16 assists on the year. What a season the Danish international is having. If not, he will finish with 11 goals and 16 assists on the year. Either way, San Diego gets all 3 points. They extend their lead at the top of the Western Conference. Nashville drops to third in the Eastern Conference with a loss. And, Eddie, Nashville held scoreless for the first time in 12 matches. The last time was a scoreless draw against DC United back on May 17th. Just not Nashville's night as they reset with a 2-week break from league play.
Absolutely. And again, to what you just said earlier and what we've been discussing now for a little while, it's just an opportunity now for the team to come back home and, do all the video analysis and try to find ways to continue to improve. I mean, this final push is still there. Certainly they have done enough this season to earn to be at the top of the conference and to be in the discussion for potentially, Supporters Shield. Well, it's going to take a little bit more, and it's just the good news. Columbus loses. And then tomorrow, the Cincinnati-Miami game, it's a really important one when you look at the table for sure.
It is. Cincinnati, top of the Supporters Shield standings, and Inter Miami hosting FC Cincinnati without Lionel Messi and Jordi Alba suspended for one match. So, big one tomorrow night that you can watch on Apple TV. A reminder that Nashville International Airport gets the boys in gold to all away matches. As we mentioned, coming up, a break from MLS play before a trip to St. Louis on August 9th. We'll have that game for you here on The Zone. But next Saturday, August 2nd, Nashville will return home to Geodis Park for a friendly against Premier League side Aston Villa, with kickoff set for 4 p.m. First time ever Nashville will face off with a team from the Premier League. We will not have the call of that match here on The Zone, but you can get tickets today at NashvilleSC.com/tickets. But until then, a bit of a reset for the boys in goal to come. 9 games down the stretch. Eddie Carvacho and Nashville Soccer Club, despite losing tonight on the West Coast against an elite San Diego team, is very much a contender in this league. It's going to be a fun last couple months of the season.
Absolutely. Again, if there's one thing that this team has shown throughout the season is that their ability to adapt, but also the ability to go back after a loss and come back and give the Nashville fans that sense that everything is under control. Again, BJ Callahan continues to talk to everybody about the consistency, being consistent, and there's no doubt in my mind that this team will continue to come back with that consistency needed to stay on the top of the table.
Again, we'll be back for that trip to St. Louis in a couple weeks on August 9th. But until then, for my partner Eddie Carvacho and our producer Ross Johnston, Nashville falls tonight in San Diego. I'm Lucas Panzica. This is Nashville Soccer Club on 104.5 The Zone.
The tip, even if you didn't like the service.
Mike, this is Memphis and University of Texas San Antonio. Could you imagine if this was like Alabama and Georgia? This would be front page headline. We'd be talking about this for 4 hours. Not only us, the next show and the next show and everybody in the South and Feinbaum and it'd be bigger than the NFL. It's the fact that it's Memphis and UTSA that we just kind of overlook it. But if it was an Ohio State, a Michigan, an Alabama, a Georgia, a big school like that, people would be losing their minds over something like this, I promise you.
No, and that's